Yeah. So I think President Trump was right when he said that if they're willing to kick him off, they're going to kick everybody off. And I don't think enough folks really took that to heart. I mean, that was where I knew that the impetus was there. They had to go and create some other platform. And the reason how I came on board with Gettr is I was sitting there with Dan Scavino and President Trump, and I was seeing all these people bring these platforms in front of them. I saw the Gettr technology, and I said, this is great, because here's what we're always told, Alex, is that whether we're populists or conservatives or center right, or people don't care about politics at all, but they just want to have freedom of speech. Where I was told, yeah, you can go build something on your own. This could be inferior technology. It's going to look like crap. So when I saw the Gettr technology, I said, you know what? This is good, if not better, than anything that Silicon Valley has. So let's go and build it up here. But as I started working basically this last spring to go and get everything put together, the thing that I realized, this isn't just a U.S. problem. This is something that's global. In fact, last month I was in Strasbourg in France and actually went into the EU. I went into the belly of the beast. I thought for sure that some of the guards are going to grab me and take me down to the digital free speech gulag down in the basement of the EU. But we actually had 40 or 50 members of the European Parliament, all populist from, I think, 9 or 10 different countries that all were there and gave a fiery speech. We have it online about free speech, about how we all need to come together and stand up. If you're from Spain, you should be proud that you're from Spain. If you're from Germany, be proud that you're from Germany. You don't need to go and cede all your sovereignty to these other things like the EU or the UN or any of this. But the fact is that it's actually folks who are in the center and the center right who are doing more to bring people together than anything else. But this is not a uniquely American problem. Big tech, Alex, has already made that decision. They want anyone who disagrees with them out. This is about them, a new world vision, how they want to frame, whether it be your education, what they want to teach, critical race theory, all this nonsense, the cancel culture, the wokeness. And by the way, if you think that they're done with trying to cancel everybody out, I mean, look, someone who I know who's a prominent broadcaster on the LBC in the UK just got kicked off earlier today. We're going to hopefully bring them on together, but they are trying to cancel anybody who doesn't conform. So this is the time right now, before you've been kicked off another platform, come get on board Gettr. One of the cool things we have, and sometimes I hear from people, well, I have a lot of intellectual property. I have my content, memes, videos that are up on Twitter. We allow you to import all of your tweets into your Gettr timeline. Soon we're going to have that for a couple of the other platforms. And so you can bring everything over and everybody at Gettr gets treated the same. That's a big difference. So just because you have one ideology, you made the point one of the earlier segments that you got to have people who can disagree with you. Trust me, I have people come on Gettr every day and tell me I'm number one, but in a very New York way, with like a middle finger. A lot of times I'll repost it and say, Hillary is this you, or Hunter, I found your burner account. But if you can't laugh off a little bit of stuff, if you can't take any criticism, then it's never going to be a free speech thing. So look, it probably, might be a little bit more the negative speech sometimes than I want. But you know what? When you're in first place, everyone shoots at you from behind. I want to let you know just a couple things we have coming up, because I'm not satisfied with just having something that's competitor to Twitter and Facebook. To me, that's not enough. Next month, we're going to launch our own competitor. We're going to call it Vision, which will be a short video format. It competes with Instagram Reels, but then also with TikTok, because we know that the short video concept is that's really what drives a lot of engagement on social media. But Alex, here's the big thing. Coming up in the middle of the year, we're going to launch GettrPay, which, yes, will be a payment platform, an online payment platform, similar to an Apple Pay or an Alipay, but there are a million of those. That's not so much the unique thing. What ours is going to be different is we're going to have a 2-coin ecosystem. So we're going to bring crypto and blockchain to everybody so they can see all the wonders with it. And we'll have our own online marketplace, but unlike Facebook, it won't be all Chinese scammers. So we'll have something that's a little bit more secure. So we're going to do some really cool things with it. The first ever social media platform that competes not only with Twitter and Facebook, competes with Instagram and TikTok, but we're going to go and compete with everyone from American Express to Visa to even going and being out there in the crypto space. And so there are a lot of cool things coming to this platform. We're just glad you're on for the ride, and we hope everyone else comes and gives us a chance also. But I think that where we've come with actually having a moderation platform, like you said, where we prevent things like porn, prevent things like violent threats, I think that actually makes it a little bit tougher for people to not do business with us, because we have real terms of service. We actually enforce it, and we make it in an inviting place. One of the cool things also, when you talk about kind of the fun things with this job, because it is fun. I don't sleep much, but I do a lot of fun. Even the logo back behind me, with having the torch above the T, what that torch really is about bringing democracy and freedom to places where they don't have it. What my dream of this is not just I'm going to be able to go and create this cool platform that people can come and join. I want to go and take down the CCP. I want to go and actually bring democracy and freedom in places where we don't have it. That's why I still think that fundamentally social media can be a force for good. I just think the guys in Silicon Valley, the billionaires, they might have their beachfront mansions and they might have the supermodels and have lost complete touch with the rest of society. I still think it can be a force for good. And if I can accomplish that one thing, then I think I'll help make a difference. A lot of the folks who are on the team, we do have a number of folks who are originally from China who have escaped from the CCP's grasp. And quite frankly, if they went back to China, they'd be killed or their families would be killed because they've spoken out against the CCP. And I think that's one of the things a lot of folks don't realize is that the CCP itself is a very small percentage of China. But they have control. And what they do is we saw.
The average Chinese, from what I learned, hate it. They hate it.
Absolutely. And so when we always talk about opposing the CCP and taking them down, because there are a lot of freedom fighting people in China, a lot of people have escaped from China and are now trying to get the message out that, hey, U.S. and other countries better wake up. Otherwise, the CCP is going to be eating your lunch with their expansion plans because nobody wants to live in this authoritarian dictatorship style.